We're live, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome for my people, our credit family, and also my elites. We got the
Hello,
beautiful
everyone.
Diamond. And Mike, you want to greet your people?
I just want to say what's going on. Glad y'all could join us.
All right, we got to give your people a name.
Okay, I don't know. We got to
I,
figure it
I,
out.
I came up with an acronym for your people. Um, I don't know if y'all if y'all want to vote. Everybody, let us know when you coming in, where y'all coming from. But to make money, don't make excuses. If you like though, that might if that's a go, we'll mold it over.
Hey, yeah, that's what it is. Hey,
That's
put
what
it to
it
the
is.
vote.
Is make money. And we have tonight as a guest the Melanin King, and he's streaming. We're streaming on his actual YouTube page, everyone. So if y'all are not familiar with us, we just wanted to share the live because he's going to be dropping some knowledge for all of us on his platform, and we're streaming on multiple platforms. And also Elijah will be coming up, which is his business partner. And y'all are familiar with them, but we really appreciate them coming up to drop some knowledge with us. So thank you, everyone that's here. Thank you. Diamond, do you want to greet your people or?
Yes, what's up, money makers? Thank you guys so much for tuning in. So tonight's topic, we're going to be talking about how you can start making $5,000 a month utilizing social media and utilizing credit. So as my mom said, we have some really exciting guests coming in tonight. We have Melanin King here who over multiple platforms, I believe have over 1 million followers on social media. So he is super fitting to be talking to us tonight. And I'm super excited about the topic. Now, before we do get started, first of all, I see y'all are already doing it. Y'all already know the drill. Let us know where you're coming in from. We see California, Maryland, North Carolina, Texas in the house. And I wanted to let you guys all know, as we're speaking about money and credit, that we will actually not be on this live next weekend because we have the webinar coming up telling you how you can earn $50,000 or more in business credit within the first 24 hours. So we just want to let you guys know, not to be expecting us next week, but hopefully we're going to see you during the webinar. And I'm going to leave the link to that in the chat so that you guys can go ahead and click on that now.
Yes, and I want to just say, Cool C, I see you in the house. Thank y'all for joining me. And Shonda Gaines, everybody that's coming in, thank you. And we're dropping the Melanin King's link. He's going to talk about tonight. He has a masterclass, and we're going to bring them up to the stage because they have some really good information. If y'all can, I did tell you guys these gentlemen are in their early 20s. So if you have your grandchildren, children around, have them to join this live so they can drop some jewels for them. And we're going to bring them to the stage now. And thank you guys for joining us, the Melanin King. And we also got Elijah coming to the stage with us right now. Also, he's in the building. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing?
We're doing wonderful.
Good evening. Good evening. How's everyone doing?
Can y'all hear Mike? Y'all good?
Yep.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
I'm fine.
I'm good.
We got you. We got you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Well, Melanin King, can you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do and how you got started in social media.
Yeah, I appreciate it, Diamond. So, my name is Sharif. I go by the Real Melanin King on all social media platforms. I've been on content creation, doing social media for about, I don't know how long, like since I was like 15 years old. I'm 23 years old right now. I really started going all in about 2 years ago in 2022, right around 2022, February 2022. And since then, I've amassed over 4.2 million followers across all my platforms. And I really started because, like, back then, honestly, I was a kid, like 15 years old, and I found out you can make money on social media. And I was like, wait, at that time, it was just YouTube videos. I'm like, you can make money posting videos? I'm like, this seemed interesting. So I locked in, kept posting that time. I was just posting pranks, vlogs, challenges, whatever it was, was interesting at the time as a 15-year-old kid. And I started making some money from that. And I'm like, well, this is actually serious. So fast forward, I didn't actually take it too serious. I was just like, I was inconsistent essentially. I'll post video month on month, and I was not consistent, like posting every day or every other week or whatever the case may be. And then fast forward, I got my real estate license when I turned about 20 years old. And then I was like, you know what? If I would have taken that content serious, I could be somewhere else, essentially. So I got back into content 2022, and within the first 2 months, got my first 100,000 followers on TikTok. Then I'm like, let me go onto Instagram, and that was about like 9 months later. Then I got onto Instagram, and within the first 30 days, got 200,000 followers. And then I hopped onto Facebook because my friend Elijah here told me, he like, I've heard some people making like 30, 50K a month off Facebook. I'm like, okay, let me see. That's another income stream. Got onto Facebook and got like 1 million followers in 3 months on Facebook. So, but it was all from the knowledge I've been learning over the years about personal finance and how to grow through the social media algorithm, all of that. So, yeah, I've been doing about full time for about 2 years now.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Thanks.
Now, what is your age currently now?
I'm 23 years old.
At 23. And Elijah, what is your age?
I'm 24. I just turned 24 like a week ago.
24 a week ago. Okay, so you have young Black gentlemen really out here focusing on business. Elijah, can you tell us how you and Sharif, how did y'all alliance come together, or what made y'all bring that together?
Yeah, so actually me and Sharif, we went to middle school and high school together, right? So I've been knowing Sharif for a long time, right? We've been cool for a long time, right? Where we weren't actually like, friends, but like I've been knowing of him for a minute. But basically how we aligned was, well, after high school, I went to college. I did my 4 years. I did business administration in college. But within those years, they weren't teaching me what I wanted to know. I always wanted to be a business owner. I like business. I like doing business. But they weren't teaching me business, right? They were teaching me how to work for somebody else, which I didn't really like. So within, I would say like my senior year, I'm like, okay, I'm about to graduate. I'm about to be in the real world now. It's either sink or swim. Like I don't ask people for stuff, especially not my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So it's either sink or swim. So I came across credit. And I started learning about it. And I was so infatuated with it. Like, I don't know. I was just so infatuated with it. And then I just started making like videos. So I just got a random whiteboard. I didn't have that much money. I got a random whiteboard, put it up, and I just started making videos. And then at that time, that was only 2 years ago. So I was a 22-year-old young Black college student talking about credit. People are looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, we trying to go to the party. Let's go. But I'm like, nah, I know where I'm heading type thing. So I started making videos and stuff like that. And then Sharif, I didn't know he was actually watching my videos, right? He was watching my videos because we in like the same like finance type of space. And he was watching my videos because I know he's well-versed in credit too. Mm-hmm. So I just kept dropping videos. I'm very consistent in everything that I do. So I just kept dropping videos to the point where he ended up reaching out to me, right? When was that, bro? That was 2022, right? End of 2022.
Yeah, like end of 2022, like August, something like that.
Yeah, around there somewhere. And then that's when we kind of like came together, and I started posting on TikTok. So I started posting on TikTok. I got like 25,000 followers on TikTok. And then he helped me like start posting on TikTok because that's his lane, right? He does digitalization and stuff like that. So started posting on TikTok. And then I have a credit business. So 2023 was my first year in the credit business. I got like over 700 clients. Like it exploded.
Wow.
So it just exploded because I'm getting like a lot of referrals. And then on top of that, I leveraged my own credit to start making money. So I leveraged my credit, obviously personally guaranteed business credit cards, ended up taking those cards and then investing into an ads team. So I had, organic traffic, paid traffic, everybody coming in, I got referrals. So it just took off. And then I made my first 6 figures at 23 years old.
Don't forget your Facebook too.
The Facebook, yeah. So I got 100,000 followers on Facebook too.
And I just want to, if y'all don't mind, to shout out y'all city, because you guys from and grew up a lot. I know with Sharif, you kind of transferred over, but in Chicago. So people, you really just take this lesson. A lot of people think of the Chicago city, especially when it comes to Black youth, in a real negative light, where there's real talent in Chicago. And this is why we got to invest in young people just like you guys, because your power and your influence can change a whole city or outlook for the youth in the city. So we definitely wanted to highlight y'all. Mike, do you have any questions for these young men?
I mean, I'm actually sitting right here learning right now because just listening to their story, it's like, wow, I'm late in the game. So I'm impressed. I'm like, salute, hats off.
And one
Thank
thing
you.
we want to ask you, gentlemen, I'm not to get too deep in your numbers, but when y'all both started the first month, what numbers are you looking about when you got focused and serious? Was you able to make on different platforms monthly?
So for me, my first month, I was still relatively new to it. And within the first month of like starting content from scratch, I made my first $1,000 within the first month off of TikTok alone.
Wow.
Now, Now my Instagram is a little bit different because I grew so fast on Instagram. I told you I grew 200,000 followers within the first month on on Instagram alone. Right, first 30 days grew 200,000 followers. So I was make a lot more. Like I made 5 figures the first month on Instagram because at that point I already had the foundation of TikTok, and I was able to get sponsorship from TikTok, and then they would like double my pay essentially because I have a following on Instagram as well too. So that's kind of like I could say like I made 5 figures the first month on that platform on Instagram. But the only issue is like I already had the following. It was only because I came already with the following all like from other platforms as well too. But like consistently, I could easily was making like within the first couple months, I was easily making my first 5 figure months off all the platforms already within
Wow.
a few months. Yes.
Crazy. Well, I have a question. I hope I'm not jumping too far ahead in the conversation, but because you're on all platforms pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Both of you guys are on all platforms. Which ones do you feel are the easiest to not only grow a social media account, but to actually make money from that social media account? And then on top of that, in what ways did you make money? Was it through your own business? Was it through affiliate links? How did that all work out for y'all?
Yeah, so for starters, for me personally, I'll let Elijah talk after this. But for me personally, when I started with TikTok, and TikTok was definitely by far the easiest one to go on. And to this day, I'll still say it's TikTok because of the fact that the organic growth behind it, right? And these platforms like Facebook, even YouTube Shorts, and Instagram, they all are copying the algorithm of TikTok. So it might be easy to grow on these platforms, but think about it. They're just copying the algorithm from TikTok. So TikTok is still the master. They're just trying to catch up to TikTok, and TikTok itself have so many different ways of monetizing through their affiliate program, through their creativity program, and through like getting paid on your actual lives, all types of stuff. Like there's so many ways to monetize, and if you're doing short form content specifically, TikTok is the way to go, no doubt. Right?
Yeah.
Instagram has their own programs that actually monetize and everything like that, but they don't pay nearly as much as TikTok does, especially in the beginning phase for a beginning creator. And it's so easy. And from TikTok alone, you can get paid directly for your views. So it's like when I first started, how I was making my money was through affiliate marketing. Within my first week, I made my first few $100s off affiliate marketing alone because I was in the informational niche type. I was talking about credit. I was talking about business, how to make money online. So I was able to any platform I'm talking about. I'm already talking about these platforms. I'm already giving them free promotion. Why not just add my affiliate link in my bio? And within the first 2 videos, the thing with TikTok is you need at least 1,000 followers to put a link in bio. But within my first 2 videos, I got my first 1,000 followers from 2 videos. So I had that link in bio instantly. First week, I had the link in bio and started making money because I'm already talking about these platforms. So I'm like, if you do want to use it, the link will be there for easy access. Link in bio. You go right there. You use it. I get paid, $5, $10, $20 per sign up, and it adds up for each individual that's signing up. So affiliate marketing, anybody can start affiliate marketing because the platforms you go on to sign up for affiliates, they will ask you for your website. You literally just put in a URL for your social media website. That's all you got to do. Your social media platform, you put the URL as the website they're asking for, and it's as simple as that. They will approve you. There are a bunch of companies that you can start today, like ShareSaleImpact.com
Mhm.
and many more, you know, or Amazon Associate if you shop on Amazon a lot. But even from affiliates alone, TikTok now they have their own in platform affiliates as well too. So that's why I say TikTok is the best and easiest one, and you get paid directly for your efforts, directly for your views and your actual videos, instead of trying to get sales from affiliates, whatever the case may be. You can essentially double your income just from those two alone.
Mhm.
And Elijah, how about yourself? What was your experience?
I would definitely say TikTok when it comes to like shorts and everything, because like Sharif said, or Real Melanie King said, it's like the king of the shorts. So I would definitely say TikTok. And then coming behind TikTok is Facebook for sure, because they got like the ads on Reels program, and it was relatively easy to grow on Facebook. All I was doing was repurposing the content that I had on TikTok and then just throwing it on Facebook. And then they was eating it up. So I would say TikTok and then Facebook. But there's definitely a lot of ways to monetize. Like you got the, ads on Reels, but you can also have your own product or like digital products, physical products, affiliates, sponsorships. You got mentorship programs. There's a whole bunch of ways to actually like monetize. But I would definitely say TikTok first and then Facebook following it.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
and real quick, yeah, I think I kind of ignored that one part too. I forgot. You said the best way to actually monetize and different ways to monetize,
Yeah.
and that is one of the major benefits of being a digital creator, content creator, is that you get many different income streams. Right, you can get paid directly from AdSense. The platforms pay directly for your views. That's already like two different ones. Affiliate marketing, you can sell your own digital products, as Elijah was talking about. You get paid from sponsorships. I monetize through all these different ways as well too. I get paid for sponsorships, which brands will pay me directly to make a post on my website, on my account, my social media account, or you can get paid for UGC, user generated content, which instead of posting on your own platform, the brand will post it on their platform. And you can do paid communities now too, right? If you grow an audience who knows, likes, and trusts you, you can have them into a community, which you can just charge them like a low monthly retainer of like $20, $30, $50, and it's recurring every single month, right? And those type of income, that type of income is the best, having recurring payments.
Now, my question, and I, because this is for everybody in the chat, y'all watching us on social media platforms, and so one thing we came up with a theme. You'll hear I'm telling even my crew here, the theme this year is OPP, other people's products, and this is what they're talking about with affiliate links. This is absolutely free, y'all, to push this. These platforms are free. And today in my group, somebody mentioned about getting into real estate, but you have to have, credit lined up, down payment, all of this stuff to buy and invest in real estate, where you can actually make content just like these gentlemen are doing and push somebody else's product and get a revenue stream. And so what we were talking about, like landlord, and it is not what it used to be, especially if you in certain states. You do want a stream of income. And this is one of the best. Really, there's nothing but upside with you're not investing anything, zero to invest. And like these gentlemen was saying, even with the Melanin King saying 1 month, $1,000 to drop a short, and this thing works for you, is amazing. You know what I mean? Because in high inflation, y'all, we keep pushing this. You can't outwork this. Everything is going up except for your paycheck. You really got to think about that.
Yep.
So you need to find and open your mind of other ways. Somebody said TikTok being banned, and that's a good point. Harvest too. This is why both of these gentlemen say they work multiple platforms. And so one thing about, like they're saying with the shorts, because I do it with my shorts, y'all don't realize you can use that same short across different platforms. So with shorts, you doing the work once. I keep mine to 60 seconds because YouTube doesn't allow longer shorts, where TikTok do. But y'all could do the same thing and put it on multiple platforms. You know what I mean? So you only making one short. and then leverage it on different platforms.
Yeah.
But if y'all can tell me more about Facebook, because that's a gray area. I'm not sure. How does the Facebook Reels, do you have to be a professional page in order to get paid off of those Facebook Reels?
So Facebook is really powerful. It's definitely one of those too. Like Elijah say, all he did was just repurpose his TikTok videos, right? The same videos that got him 20K, 25K on TikTok got him 100K on Facebook. It's just like nothing different, right? And that's one of the benefits that comes with repurposing all platforms is the same video. You literally just save it. Always save it without the watermark. You never want to save
Yeah.
it without with the watermark. There's platforms like Snaptic or Snap Insta to remove the watermark. You repurpose on all platforms without the watermark. Like I even started posting on Pinterest now. But to actually get monetized on Facebook, that one it's a little bit tricky, right? You need at least 1,000 followers and
Mhm.
about like 10,000 views, but it is like about invite only, right? For specifically ads on Reels and their bonus programs, but they have in-stream ads. Now there's Facebook have so many different ways to monetize them, so I'm about to explain it. In-stream ads is for long form content. So your long form videos that you have on YouTube, you can
Okay.
repurpose them on
Yeah.
Facebook and they would pay you directly. You can just turn that on instantly. Like they have like some requirements. They might tell you to post 5 stories. They might tell you to post 5 lives. And then once you do that, you're gonna get access to it. It's gonna tell you exactly the requirements as soon as you go into there, and to actually activate the professional mode, because yes, you need your professional mode so you can actually access those, because the monetization is in the professional settings. But anybody can activate professional mode. Like I even activated for my dad. He's not making a crazy ton of money, but he's making an extra $50 from the videos and pictures he's already posting. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
Awesome.
anybody can, you can activate it today. You just go into setting professional mode and you turn it on as
Hold on,
in-stream
Sharif.
ads.
Sharif, wait, you just dropped the gem and you be in your bag. Hold on. Stop it. Hold up. Let's go back. Now, y'all heard what he said. His dad, right? If y'all didn't catch that,
He
said
like
his dad
50,
just switched to
57.
professional mode
Mhm.
and run that back. So, because if y'all heard that, if y'all have what he's saying on Facebook, maybe you need to do this option right here. Repeat that one more time.
So there's like when you go to your profile on Facebook and click your actual picture, there will be 3 dots right there. You hit those 3 dots. You scroll to the bottom. It'll say professional. It's super simple. You're not gonna miss it. Once you hit the 3 dots, it says professional mode. You turn it on. You're gonna have a new tab that says professional mode or professional dashboard. Once you hit the professional dashboard, you see a bunch of tools. It will have a new tab for monetization. You click that, you can activate each one. Some of them might have like challenges and requirements, like post 5 stories, 5 lives, go live 5 times, post 10 reels. And as long as you do that, if you already have them, they're going to like, put those into account as well too. So if you already posted all the requirements, you can literally activate right then and there. And like I said, my dad he's always posting on Facebook. He's always posting pictures, videos, all types of stuff like that. So I activated for him. He's like, oh look, I made $20. I made $20 this week.
Oh,
Because it's like you're already posting, like just get some extra, and he's not even taking it serious. He just like makes some extra money from what he's already posting.
Yeah.
And I connected, and they're gonna ask you for some tax information because, of course, if you make at least over $600, you got to file taxes on it. Which is if you're bothered by that, right? Think about it. It's an extra $600. Like I know some people be like, oh, I don't want to pay tax on it, but it's like extra money. So you still have
Yeah.
more money. Like I don't know how some people don't comprehend that, but it's still more money even if you have to pay taxes on it. But regardless, if you want to make it actual business, actually take it full advantage of it, and actually take professional videos that's actually going to drive a lot of traffic and engagement, you can make a lot of money from it, right? Like within my first month on Facebook, like I literally made about like $7,000 within the first month on Facebook. Not activated, literally
Wow.
just like that. 7,000. It was an extra. I'm like, hold on, this some nice money. And the thing is, like, they actually lowered it way less because at first, like, I was getting about 50 million views a month on Facebook, right? And then when I activated it, they dropped the views, right? That's what they did because at that point, I'm getting like 50 million views. If they pay about like that would have been about $30,000 they had to pay for 30, 40. So they're like, hold on, we ain't finna pay that. You know what I'm saying? So they lowered it. For me specifically, that's what they did. At that point, I had a lot of followers, whatever the case may be. But it's still a lot of money. And at first they were paying people like 30,000, 50,000. I didn't want to activate. I'm like, yo, this is not real.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm like, people don't know. I'm like, yo, I literally refuse to believe it. I'm like, there's no way they're actually paying this. And then Elijah's like, bro, like, go look at this dude page. He put a screenshot of it. I went to somebody's page and I see the screenshot of it, and that's what got me. Cause this is why I'm seeing it right in my face. It's like God telling me, like, yo, I don't know what this, you won't make more money. I'm telling you how to do it. You don't believe it, that's on you. I'm like, cool. I went ahead, took advantage of it, start making some extra money. I'm like, oh yeah, this is real nice. You know what I'm saying? You can make a full somebody live. I'm like, for my 9 to 5, literally working every single day, 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
I was not making that money. You know what I'm saying? And it's just literally just for some extra videos that I'm repurposing and making money from the other platforms.
Yeah.
So to activate it, literally, you go into settings, turn on professional dashboard, and professional mode, you can have the professional dashboard. You turn those on, and you can start monetizing right away. And the in-stream ads specifically is for long form. So you post a long form videos 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, any like regular long form YouTube videos in landscape mode. That is professional dashboard for the in-stream ads. You activate that for in-stream ads for long form videos. Now for shorts, it's called in-stream. It's called ads on Reels. That is a lot more profitable because reels can go a lot more viral and perform a lot better than the actual long form videos, and that's where the real bread is at, right? And on top of that, so when you activate that one, you're gonna get paid for your reels, and then the other one you can activate is the bonus program. Right now they changed this bonus. At first, the bonus used to apply for the reels itself. So you're along with you getting the ads on reels, you're also going to get a bonus on top of that, which is an extra 1,200 a month as long as you hit a certain view requirement or like do some extra stuff, right? And then seasonally on certain in certain like holidays and stuff like that, they add extra bonuses as well on top of that. So it's just bonus on bonus on bonus, essentially what they do for Facebook. But right now, the performance bonus they have right now is, I feel like, it's like as easy as it gets. Because right now it's making me an extra couple $1,000s a month. And I swear to God, I put 0 hours into it, right? And I'm explaining to you exactly what I do.
I was gonna say, tell them what you do now.
All right. So this is the trick, right? So the performance bonus they have right now, you activate it. Now this one is kind of like tricky to say because it's like you have to go on their website to kind of activate it to join their wait list to do it a lot, which that's why a lot of people don't know about it. So you activate it on their website or on the Meta website, and it gives you you get paid for posting regular text posts on Facebook, right? Now the reason why they do these, the reason why they do this is because they try to promote more like algorithm behind a certain thing that they want. Essentially, they want more people to use more text posts and photos, so they pay you to do it, right? Because that's how they get people to actually incentivize them to actually do it. If you pay me, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it, but now you pay me, I'm doing it, right? So I hired somebody overseas, paid them $50 a month to post like about 20 quotes, little motivational quotes. They copy and paste motivational quotes online and post it to my account, and it makes an extra couple thousand. I literally don't touch nothing at all. This person, I'm paying $50 a month overseas, and it's like it's passive. That's the definition of passive income right there, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm not touching it at all. I don't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I'll extra do it because somebody overseas, so they don't have the proper English. So sometimes it might be some spelling error. And the funny thing is, when there's spelling error, people are in the comments clowning me, right? But guess what? That's more engagement. And what does that do? The more comments and likes you're getting, the more money you make from that. So sometimes I don't even correct it. I just leave it. So
Wow.
literally, I literally don't do a thing. I pay this dude, and he makes me money, and I don't got to do anything.
And people do that on purpose. It's a marketing trick to get people to come and kill you in the comments, so you can get that engagement.
Exactly.
Do you have anything to add to what Sharif just broke down? The Melanin King just broke down.
What, you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He broke down a lot. Like he broke down a lot. But Facebook is very powerful because you just got multiple ways to monetize. So like he was saying, you got in-stream ads for long form, you got ads on Reels, text posts. It's just a lot of ways to monetize on Facebook specifically. That's why we talk about becoming a digital creator, Like that's what like our stuff is, alongside credit and stuff like that too, because that's how I made like my money off of credit. But digital creation, this is what everybody does. If somebody posts on social media, they're a digital creator because they're obviously gaining some type of revenue from it, right? So that's why we talk about becoming a digital creator in our masterclass.
Now,
Yeah.
can y'all give us some insight? So they just gave you guys a whole lot of gems and information. And let me just segue this one thing in. You guys, it's a lot of people email me and Diamond all the time. And what they say, how can I make money? I'm on disability. Here you go, right here. They just gave you something you can do in the home. And what they're saying, if you set up a professional profile, just start an LLC, you guys, and do this business that they're saying. So what we've been trying to say, even with what we just laid out with the theme, make money, don't make excuses. It is too many excuses. People are out here. I have people, and I'm just gonna just nail this down. We get people all the time talk about, if I knew about this credit thing 20 years ago, you would still be broke. But if you're not taking the opportunity now, 20 years, 20 years ago, I had to work 2 jobs to get my money up, 2 8-hour jobs. If you wasn't doing that back then, and you're not just sitting now, we got gig economy. Anything you want to make money right now, you can do it. So cut the excuses. There's really none out here. You know what I'm saying? Even if you having speech impairment problems, there's AI software, all kinds of things that what they're telling you, text posts on Facebook, you ain't even got to talk. Just posting text, pictures, you can get paid. So,
Mom, I wanted to add on a question to that, right? Because I was sitting here and I understood everything y'all was saying because we're in it, right? So I get it. For the people, first of all, y'all are Gen Z, and you know all of this stuff comes a little easier, a little quicker for you, right? We have an audience that might be, you know, Mom, what is it? Not millennials, a little bit higher than the millennials.
What is that? We're Gen X, Mike, right?
Gen X, right? And so all of this social media stuff is foreign. And usually people are like, okay, I heard I could make money on social media. Or they're like, can you really make money on social media? But y'all heard here, yes, you can. Their biggest thing is, how do I start? Like, what do one thing that I love about everybody here is that we're all in the educational field, right? So when people hear TikTok, they might think of people sitting there dancing and doing all this, right? But we're actually on social media educating. Y'all are on TikTok actually providing information. How can people use what they have right now, or like what is valuable to start with? You guys understand?
And hold on, and shout out to the boomers. Somebody said I'm a boomer. All right, shout out.
You know, and this stuff it's intimidating. It's intimidating for the boomers. It's intimidating for the older millennials. So how can people start? Like, what topics do they start with? How do they actually get this thing going? Like, let's just start from the very beginning.
All right. You got something to say? You want to say? Go ahead. You want to take this one?
What I would say to that is, obviously everybody got to start with a niche, right? Like you can't be all over the place. So it's a whole bunch of niches, whether you're in beauty, credit, fitness, it's a whole bunch of niches. So you have to start in a niche, and you have to research like competitors, because it's somebody out there that's doing exactly what you want to do, right? So all you gotta do is you just research competitors, but the people that are not as tech savvy, it's just something you gotta learn. Like you gotta get in the field. You gotta get in the field. Like at some point, okay, like even me with credit is at one point 2 years ago, I knew nothing about credit. Right. 2 years later, I got a multiple 6-figure business about credit. So I got into the field on something that I didn't know how to do, and I didn't make excuses, because you can't make excuses and make money at the same time. It just don't work. Right. So I got in the field and I actually started doing actionable stuff every single day. And now we're seeing a product of what I was doing 2 years ago. So if you start today, like I said, just researching, getting used to technology, getting in the field, just playing around with TikTok, playing around with Facebook, just actually getting in the field. You have no choice but to get 1% better that day and start learning more. But you have to just start. That'd be most people's problem. They literally just don't start. So if you don't start, you can never get somewhere. And also, when you start something, you're gonna suck at first. That's just what it is. Nobody.
Yes.
Michael Jordan didn't start dribbling the basketball and was the greatest player ever or whatever, right? When he got out the womb, right? He practiced. So you have to get in the field, you got to practice. And then that's what's actually going to take you to the next level. You need execution. That's one thing about me. Like even Sharif would tell you, if something needs to be done, I can't go to sleep without it being done. It's just something about me, right? I just can't go to sleep without getting it done. I like doing stuff and I like doing stuff fast. All right. So a lot of people are not like that, but you really just need to get in the field and, take action.
And one thing I like about y'all, I think a lot of people have a problem with, y'all said something key, collaboration. See, it's so many people with a small mindset, like they feel like, oh, that one's doing mine. And Sharif can tell you, like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna front on him. He's about going, right? Like, we have a mastermind and he really drove like, yo, we got to get together. And a lot of this is collaboration. Like so many people feel like this is my space. I don't want people to know about this. Look how they grew a business by working together. They were out there really killing it by themselves. But when you come together, then you can really grow. And so maybe too, if you're starting off, if you are a person that's in the boomer age, what we said, Mike, Gen X,
Yep.
you might need to collaborate with your children or your grandchildren that can help you. You know what I'm saying? Or you might need to collaborate or work with somebody that have this interest. Y'all want to make money and you be each other motivation. Because like Elijah said, it's going to take consistency.
Yeah.
It's going to take consistency. And we wanted to open your minds because they do have a master class that y'all can sign up and it's free, right? For the master class.
Yeah, it's a free master class. Yeah.
And they're going to show you some of these steps. And if you're interested to really take off in social media, Sharif had gave me some pointers with my TikTok. I don't know. I know you follow me. I got one of my videos. I'm just letting it ride. I told Diamond that's like, I dropped it a day or two ago. It's up at 400 and something thousand views because TikTok really can work like that. And he told me just little things to do, like shut my phone off for an hour to let that push times. And so by getting coaching in this stuff, it is valuable. You know what I'm saying? To coach, because a lot of this stuff, it like he's saying the algorithms, you guys probably can build you told me, Sharif, backup channels. Like y'all just know how to build. Once you know this system, like people think it's like you talk to people about oh, you got lucky. No, it's not lucky. It's really a system to this stuff that you can do it. And y'all share on that part of the systematic part that anybody can do it.
Yeah. What you just said is 100% true, because like you hit it right in there. It's like once you do it, once you learn that algorithm, and once you learn how to actually grow on social media, it's a skill set. It's not luck. This stuff is not luck. I have backup pages to kind of show myself that I can really do this. Before I started helping people, I made backup pages to show myself I can build it all over again, right? And literally with no promos from my other accounts. Any of my accounts that I've grown, other than my YouTube channel, I don't promote it with any of my other platforms, right? So I had a client that I work with. He's about 50 years old. He was a chiropractor. And he was like, yo, like, I need help getting 1,000 followers. I'll be so happy with 1,000 followers. I need to grow my social media presence. I understand as a business owner, I need social media presence. But then 4 months helped him get 150,000 followers in 4 months on TikTok, right? And he asked for only 1,000 followers. And remind you, he's 50 years old, right? So when it comes to that, it comes with the mindset, right? Because I had to let him know right before we started, yo, this is not going to work, even though I believe that you can actually achieve it, right? Because before you can achieve anything, you need to be able to see, you need to be able to visualize it. If you don't believe that you can achieve it, you don't believe that you can actually learn this stuff and actually grow on social media and actually start making money with this stuff. And if you want to, and of course, make a full-time income, you're not going, it's not going to happen. If you believe you can, then you can't. If you believe you can't, then you can't. It starts with the mindset and actually learning. This stuff is not luck. There's people every single day blowing up on social media, changing their life and everything like that. Because why? They took action, they believed it, and then they actually did the research. You have to do the research, right? You have to get around the right, like you said, coaches and everything like that. You have to get the right info because there's a lot of info. Me, when I first started, I literally was researching for hours. Like I said, I grew 100,000 followers in 60 days in 2 months on TikTok, but I did a lot of research before that though, right? And like I said, when I was like 15 years old, I was doing a lot of research on YouTube, and I used my YouTube knowledge over to short form content, which was TikTok, right? With SEO, hooks, retention editing, all of that. I just literally leveraged what I had learned. It's a high income skill set. Even though I learned that at 15 years old, I remembered all of that. And I just literally just did a little more research to refresh my memory, and I was able to come to these other platforms and grow. I've literally effectively grew on all platforms possible. I literally even have 250,000 followers on Snapchat. Yo, like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even think you can actually grow on Snapchat. But I found out, from networking that you can make money from Snapchat. I'm like, oh, you can make money from it? I'm on it, right? Anytime I hear money, I'm on that platform, all right? And I grew that in only like 3-4 months. I grew 250,000 followers on Snapchat that people think, oh, it's just an app that people just post some random stuff on. No, it's profitable. Anything you can grow an audience on, it's profitable. But I can do this over and over again and show people how to do the exact same thing, get results because I learned. I've been learning for years. That's why it's good to learn from people who already have that experience, already in the position that you want to be. Because the people that are actually doing what you're trying to do is the best people that can help you. Because you can start learning this every single day, and I can start taking action on it. It is going to take some time. Don't be discouraged. It's just stuff takes time, right? But once you actually get the right people around you, the right coaches, whatever the case may be, is going to help you fast track and get there a lot quicker. And something that also helped me, what Sherry was talking about, was literally collaboration. Like, I can't stress how important that is to get to the point where I am and grow 100,000 followers. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I had a friend, a business partner, and he was about I'm 21 at the time. I'm 21. He was like 19, and we literally grew together. We both grew to our first 100,000 followers on social media within the first 6 months together. Because the benefit of having a collaborator or I'm a person who is like-minded, like you, on the same path as you, is that y'all can share ideas. Right? I did a video. Hey, what made this video go viral and mine didn't? Oh, I did this. Boom, because we're both learning on the internet, we grow at a much faster pace. We essentially 2x or double our growth rate, essentially, because I'm learning something, you're learning something else. Maybe we watch the same video, our brains are different. You picked up on something else that I did not pick up. You thought something else was a little bit more important than I thought it was, and because of that, we was able to grow together. So what helped me get to that journey even quicker was literally by actually just having somebody else that was like-minded like me. And when it came to actually leveraging and actually networking with more people, because of social media, I'm able to network with people who's making like $1 million a month and at my age, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that I grew a following, and these other business owners, they don't have a following. So they want my skill set essentially. So I can help them, and then we can trade services. But I was able to leverage my social media to then network with more people, which then helped me make even more money. So networking with people, collaborating with people who are like-minded is so important on this journey as well, to kind of close that off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to add that with the networking, we met Bam, and we met the Melanin King. Which is that who you was speaking about? Bam, was that who you?
No. It was me and my business partner, but we helped Bam grow because he was. Yeah, because he went to our high school as well, so he seen us going crazy. He like, yo, I'm stuck in college, man. My parents trying to make me go. I need to show them that I don't need to do this, and I start making money online. I'm like, bro, I guarantee you do exactly what I say, right? Like literally step by step. I guarantee you're actually serious. You actually take the action and apply it. I guarantee you success. I guarantee, like, no, like, oh, you might be. No, I guarantee that you're going to succeed at this as long as you're hungry for it.
Yeah.
And he was hungry for it, so I gave him, you know what I'm saying, essentially what he needs to know, and he took off.
Wow. And this is what we're talking about. Even we met them at FinCon, just
Yep.
collaborations. The collaboration part is very important on that, just networking with other people. So keep thinking about that, you guys, the collaboration. Diamond, I'm gonna get, I have to you take over for a second from me.
Sure. I want y'all to talk about as well from the because when a lot of people ask me what I do and I tell them I'm a content creator full time, one thing that they ask me is, well, how does that whole thing actually work and how are you really making money from it? So I know that we talked about the methods like affiliate marketing, the advertisement, but can y'all talk about even on a whole scale, why is social media so important to our current day? Why do companies pay so much for you to promote a product? And where do y'all see social media being in the next 5 years? Like, is this a sustainable job to have?
I would say it's really blowing up now because that's where the attention is, right? Where the attention goes, money flows. That's the saying, right?
That was exactly what's on my mind. Exactly what I was gonna say.
That's just what it is. Like, the more you gotta think about it, right? The more eyeballs that you have on you, the more money that you can make. That's just what it is, right? When it comes to business as a whole, you're serving people, right? You're serving people. So the more people, the more attention that you can get, the more money that you're going to make, right? So that's why everybody's on social media now. That's why Real Melanin King can get X amount for a post because he has the attention, he has the people. So that's what it is with social media. It's just where all the people is and all the eyeballs at, and then more eyeballs, more money. That's just how social media flows.
I like that. I like what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was gonna literally verbatim say that exact same thing. Where attention goes, money flows, baby. Right?
Yep.
That is as simple as that. And that the economy is changing. We are literally now in a content economy. If you are not, even if you have a brick and mortar business, if you're not leveraging content, you're doing yourself a disservice. You can be making an extra 20K a month just from leveraging content, whether that's actually getting organic traffic through your actual physical location store or selling the digital product online. Because like literally the attention is on social media. You're literally watching us right now because you found us on social media. Like, understand that everybody, your grandma is on social media. Everybody, you don't know. I can't tell me a single person that is not on social media. I'm literally from Africa. I was born in Africa. I went back to my hometown. Everybody is on social media, and they can barely eat. You know what I'm saying? They barely got food, but they got their phone. They on social media. So it's like it's so powerful because that's where the attention is at. And literally back in the day when we was like 10 years ago, companies were paying like people on commercials, right? They was paying commercials and everything, like they was running commercials on TV. But who is watching TV now? The 90s, like a lot of people are not watching TV. The average person prefers to be on their phone watching YouTube videos, Instagram videos, TikTok videos. And as silly as it may seem, right? Think about it. That's where your attention is at. You spend more time on your phone. It's a device that's in your pocket. You take it everywhere you go. You can't take a big flat screen TV with you everywhere you go, right? So you literally open up. You can find entertainment online. You can find your favorite YouTuber that make you laugh all day, and that's the whole purpose of movies. And now people might go to movie theaters and all of that, but all of the attention is on social media. And that's why advertisers are willing to pay us thousands of dollars for a 30-second to 1 minute long post, right? It's as simple as that. That's where their attention is, right? If you're a creator and you have a lot of attention on you, whatever the case may be, they're willing to pay you now because it's a lot more cost effective than paying TV, sponsors and everything, thousands or millions of dollars for something to reach 10,000 a million people, and you can do that through the influencer, right? They literally now the new form of commercial is influencer marketing. That is the way to go.
And let me add to that where I broke it down to my mom today, because a lot of people can't grasp this. Like, how would you make money? So just like you saying, say y'all watching TV. Okay, so we're watching the Real Housewives series. They have to have producers, makeup, script writers, this and that. The reason was paying that is the commercials. Now, just like he's saying with social media, you might see a Lowe's commercial, right? But guess what? You're watching that. That doesn't necessarily convert for that company. But watching the Melanin King talk about how he used this product for Lowe's and he got a link right there in the description, you're clicking on that link immediately, unlike that commercial, which you might go eat your dinner and forget all about Lowe's, y'all.
Yep.
And this is clicking over more sales. And y'all don't understand, they are expected for this social content or social media or content creator economy next year to double to
Yeah.
$62 billion in this industry. And so you don't have to be an expert in something. If you're already that had a job or have experience in life, you have something you're an expert in anyway. Something that you're really in. If you're a person in nursing, or if you're a person that love holistic, you don't want to go with medical things, you already have an audience you can talk to. And so I think people overthink it. You know what I'm saying? Just bring value to people. If you are a midwife, it's a lot of people that got back into midwife, and a lot of women don't want to go to the hospital anymore.
Yeah.
If that's a passion of yours, talk about that. Talk about being a mother. Family content is really big. You can get a lot of sponsors throwing them kids. Diamond, we know somebody, Sharif, with their dog. They tell them their dog make more money than them, and they got a huge, almost 1 million subscribers here.
Just to put it in perspective, they make about $40,000 to $60,000 per post for a dog.
For their dog.
So if you got a dog, put him to work. You know what I'm saying? Better be putting that dog to work. You know what I'm
And
saying?
they were saying the dog get bigger brand deals, and they are in the business content
For a 30-second post.
Yeah, and for a post, the person was like, the dog making more money than me right now.
For the jersey owner. For the jersey owner. He's part of the team now.
And the dog is getting it. And the dog got a big YouTube following too. Like,
just a dog.
Just a dog. So y'all have all these tools. People, I don't want to be seen. Put your dog out there. You know what I'm saying? Put the dog out there. Do something. But don't. What? And another thing, y'all.
Sherry, let me add just one thing what you just said.
Sure, go ahead.
Another thing too. Say like you don't know. Say you said I don't know anything. My man was just telling you 2 years ago he ain't know nothing about credit. Yo, ignorance is a choice now. You can learn anything you want. You want to be an expert at something? Yo, lock in, get that phone, lock in, and you're gonna be an expert at it. Just lock in on it. Whatever you want, choose one. You have enough information to talk about it.
That's true.
And another thing too with these kids, y'all don't stop this. I'm not saying don't monitor your kids' social media, but if it's on there and they know about it, and you're one of the Gen X, you're a boomer or whatever, take this information. These gentlemen, they got a free mastermind. Plug into it. Maybe you want to invest for your kid for this coaching then.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that. Some of y'all gotta like think outside the box. Maybe you said, well, let me get my son into this and let me pay them to train my kid. You know what I'm saying? And then let them build out for us and let them teach me. And then they can teach the rest of the kids in the household and so leverage, because we always go back to that family building. And I don't know if you gentlemen want to chime in. Diamond put this to my attention. Black people have a lot this attitude, you got to get it from the mud by yourself. Why do you got to get it from the mud by yourself? If you can work in the collaboration, y'all can grow so much faster. And instead of dumping all this money in college education and student loan debt, some of this stuff before they get out of college is going to be phased out. Maybe this is the way. I'm not lacking education if you're going to be an attorney or a doctor. Of course, you are nursing, but just think about it. This young man said he got his college degree and he's making 6 figures over in social media.
Mhm.
You know, for with your degree in business, was you even able to make that just coming out as an intern? So
Nah.
think about that.
Nah, this is
Yeah,
somebody.
just like I told you what a couple of days ago. Most people would rather be broke bosses than rich teammates.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? I literally just told you. I told you that the other day.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, this is somebody I was in college, 2018, 2022. I went 4 years, did it. The information is not the information. Like I said, I mean, if you're going to be an attorney, you know, doctor, lawyer, stuff like that, okay, yeah, please, you know, go to school.
We need that. We need that.
If you're going to school, I'm going to be 100% transparent, right? If you're going to school and your major is biology, stop. Just you need to run as far
Political science.
Psychology.
as them ologies, you need to go. Like it's not worth it. Right? And then you always need to adapt. That you got to think about it. Back in the day, the animals, right, the species that never adapt, they went extinct. They went extinct because they didn't adapt to new trends and how the new world operates. So it's like you got to adapt to the new world.
Hey, that was powerful. You gotta say that for the master class, bro. You gotta say
I
that.
need to add on that the businesses that didn't adapt, the blockbusters in our time,
Yeah.
because they didn't invest
The
in
red box.
Netflix. They could have bought Netflix, but because they did not change. Toys R Us, Mike, did you ever think the day Toys R Us? Y'all know they had jingles. I don't want to grow up. And they out of here. Who would have called Toys R Us? Amazon killed them. Walmart actually killed them.
Walmart killed them. Amazon put
Kmart, Mike. Who thought Kmart? Yo, Walmart.
Kmart smart. That's crazy.
And like y'all said, because if you refuse to change, you're gonna be the dinosaur.
Yeah,
that's it. That's it. Land before time.
And so, I think that some people are just scared to just, you know, try something new, essentially, right? And how I see it is like when I really came to the social media world and really realized how easy it was to make the money that I was making at my 9 to 5 with way less time. I was like, this 9 to 5 stuff is a scam, right? Because I'm like, the amount of hours I will put into something, right, to make that kind of money that I used to make when I was working my 9 to 5 in a whole month, it's a vast difference. Even in the beginning phases of my digital creation career, like when I first started, even that, I'm like, what? Like this is crazy. So after a few months of doing that, I literally quit my 9 to 5. I'm like, yo, it does not make sense, right? Because I'm like, it just does not make sense. Like literally, a brand will even in the beginning, right? The brand will pay me $1,000 for a 30-second post to 1 minute long post, right? 60 seconds. And I'm like, do you know how many hours I got to put into my 9 to 5 to get this kind of money? Even that, I'm like, wait, if I'm working here 60 hours a week and I'm getting paid $1,000 for a 30-second post, how much more would I make if I just went full time, just went all in with this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then along with that, just like once again, I want to stress that this learning social media is so important and it's a high income skill set. It's not just something you just learning. It's a high income skill set that you can also sell that service. So within the first couple months of me learning this skill set, I'm like, okay, cool, I know how to do this. I start selling that as a skill set to brands, right? And I started SMMA, social media marketing agency. I was running a creative agency with my partner, my business partner. We scaled that to 10K per month within the first month, the first 30 days. But why? We want some random people. We had the skill set of actually growing social media accounts, and we sold that service to brands because they know the importance of personal branding and actually having a presence on social media. Because like you say, if you don't adapt, you're going to go out of business. So they was paying us a retainer of 2K a month each client, because not because we were some random, kids, who just graduated high school. It was because of the fact that we learned a high income skill set. And then we was able to then go on to succeed in other businesses, like also like e-commerce. Why? Because we knew how to go viral. All right, we can promote a product for our one product store and go viral, then actually get some sales because of the fact that we know how to go viral. We know how to get views with short form content, right? Literally, dropshipping was dying back in like
Yeah.
2018, 2020, right? Why? Because Facebook ads were getting banned, you know what I'm saying? And then to like succeed in dropshipping as a beginner, you need to invest $5,000, $10,000 for testing products and all that type of stuff, building your store. When people realized with short form content, TikTok became a thing, they would just buy the product, go over to TikTok, make a one product account, start posting like product reviews or actually using that product in their videos. They will go viral, which then drive traffic to their store, which they keep more profit because they have no money on ad spend, and they don't have to worry about getting their account banned because they just literally promote organic content, right? But they was able to do that because they had to literally learn how to go viral. They had to learn what makes a video go viral, essentially, right? So it's like this stuff will help you in so many different ways. Like imagine, literally, God forbid something happened. You go to a job interview. You tell them, "Oh, I grew a social media account to 100,000 followers. I did this. I was doing that. I was selling digital products. I was creating my own digital." Do you know they're giving you that job ASAP because of the fact that you have real world experience? You didn't go to college for somebody who have no experience, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You're not even guaranteed a job. So it's a high income skill set because it's what's in demand right now. It's literally how the world is moving. So you can't escape it. You're just not gonna take advantage of it if you choose not to do it. You're just not taking advantage of it and being staying in your comfort. And comfort is the enemy of success. So you really just have to make that switch, honestly.
And I tell people you get paid according to what you bring to the marketplace. That's it. Whatever you can bring, like LeBron, Steph Curry, write them their own check. And I say it all the time because they could put butts in the seats. And so if you can drive income to a business, you write your own check. You know, so people just have to understand that. And I do see some questions, and I want to hit y'all with that. One good question I saw, somebody said, what AI tools can we use they wanted to know what AI tools could help them in that process with social media.
So the question that I seen, it was saying AI tools for specifically cross posting. That's what I understood.
Okay.
And I'm gonna give AI tools for both, either or. But when it comes to cross posting, I do want to touch on that. I don't recommend that. I don't know if you do that, Sherry.
No.
Yeah,
I did what you told me with TikTok and the draft. And
yeah,
I told
yep.
Nope, I did what you told me.
Yeah, because there's platforms that you post you post to the AI and it repurposed on all your platforms that you have connected to it. But with my experience with, once again, collaboration and networking, other people around my circle have tested it themselves with large followings, millions of followers, and realized it's killed their following, essentially, right? It literally brought them down because the platform is like, yo, you're not even logging into our platform. Because the whole reason why they promote so much with content, they want you to use the platform as well too. So if you're using a third party to post for you, they're like, okay, we're not even gonna promote you then. You know what I'm saying? So I've had friends who've used it, and unfortunately, they didn't. It made their views go down, so they stopped. So they warned me. Once again, my views would have lowered too because I would have tested it, but they warned me and I didn't do it. So when it comes to cross-posting platforms, there are platforms like that, AI platforms that does that for you. But I'm not even gonna tell you any names because I don't recommend it. I'm literally telling y'all to go kill your account if I'm gonna tell you that, right?
And
now,
something you told me I did that was good, like you said, using the tools in TikTok, like the editing
100%.
tools that they provided.
100%.
That was one of the things that started making my video. And the music, you told me everything. He just gave me some little tweaking. I had one of my videos went on TikTok close to 1 million views from exactly what this man told me. Like I did everything. But y'all, it's not that hard. Like it's a 60-second short. Like how many short? That's a minute that you can do in an hour. You know what I mean? And people do too much because they think it takes a lot of time on that short. They sitting on here watching this social media for hours, burning time anyway.
Literally.
Take 1 hour off and create a short. And what these gentlemen are telling y'all can use it on every platform.
Yeah.
Not like long form.
Yeah.
Do 1 60-second short. You put it on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And that's what they trying to tell you. So I'll go ahead and let you.
But wait, I wanted to say, when it comes to AI though, like I know what you guys are saying when it comes to the posting part, right? When it comes to using AI for social media, I will say one of the best places for it, because a lot of people have trouble with ideas and what content they
Okay,
should be
yeah.
creating. Something that if you really use it like ChatGPT,
Mhm.
first of all, one thing that I kept doing with ChatGPT that I didn't realize was actually defeating the purpose of it is like, if you guys are familiar with it, you open one chat, you ask it a question, then you open another one and another one, another. You actually want to stay in that one chat because you're feeding it information so it learns about you. So, for example, using ChatGPT can help y'all start coming up with content ideas. So just just talk to ChatGPT like you're just talking to yourself. This age, that age, these are the things I'm interested in. This is the platform I want to start in. Give me 10 video ideas right now that I can make, right? And then that right there, you go ahead, you take those 10 ideas, you record your video, you go post it, and then you try it again. And then you can even tell ChatGPT, here's my results from those 10 videos I was telling you about. What should I do better? What could I have done to improve this? Here's my competitors. Tell me how I could kind of copy them and use it for my own thing. So these are different ways that you can use AI. I did want to ask y'all, I got 2 questions. So circle the block on me.
And one quick, y'all hit the
Oh,
like,
please
hit the
like,
mics up
please.
from us, please. Go ahead.
Something I wanted to ask Sharif and Elijah, and then I have a question for you, Mom, and Uncle Mike. But the question for them would be just on the basis of AI, because I've seen a lot of people talking about their jobs and stuff like that. Can y'all tell us some pros and some cons with AI? Because we were talking about adapting, and so we have to integrate AI somehow, some way. Can y'all talk about that? Maybe like the pros of you using AI to help you with your social media or help you with your business versus maybe the cons?
So I would say pros is definitely for business owners because it allows you to have automations and systems in place, right? Like me, I got automation systems. People are getting text messages right now because of automation, right? But where the con comes in is if you're a W-2 employee, because the business you work for can then use these automations and then you can get fired. Because the thing is, the business goal is to, increase their profit, right? So if that automation or that AI tool can help them lessen their overhead, they're going to take that every day of the week, and it's more efficient because it's a computer. So having you to do a job, it costs more money and you're less efficient because you're a human. We make mistakes. So it's like, in that instance, they're going to choose AI every single day of the week, which means you could lose your job. But that's just how like business works. So pros is more for business owners, cons is more for W-2 employees. That's just how it works.
Good point.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that too, because a lot of our businesses are automated through AI. And when it comes to cons, like think about it, even in the sense of like if you go to Walmart now, right? Back in the day, there were, every single cash register had a person there and then scanning you out. But now there's the self checkouts and stuff like that because of computer systems and everything. Now stuff like that, that is the power of AI, right? It literally, you are essentially like he said, you become essentially useless to them, right? Because it's like they don't need you. They can replace your job. You can replace your job with AI. So why pay you to do it when we can have this AI, essentially this robot, do it perfectly every single time? And it's, more cost effective. We don't have to hire as many people. We can have it do what 100 people are doing, and it's just literally one AI platform. And then when it comes to the business side and the pros of AI and everything like that, if you're doing content, you can have a script right for you, right? And as a it is gonna take away a lot of jobs as freelancers. Like if you was creating logos for people, because now like your IX ChatGPT is gonna create me 10, 25 different logos in seconds, right? So when it comes to AI, as a business owner too, it saves you a lot more money because now I don't have to pay all these different people to like test out a bunch of different logos and thumbnails, whatever the case may be. Like this AI stuff is powerful, and even when it comes to editing, this AI stuff is getting to the point where you can edit a person's videos. There's AI platforms that cuts your videos, right, and put text on it and everything, right? It's not perfect right now, but this stuff is still really a year in, right? So like when it comes to the people doing the back end services and not the actual creators, like those people, their jobs are gonna get replaced easily, right? Because logo makers, they're already getting replaced. You know what I'm saying? Because I was paying people on Fiverr, and now AI is doing it way better than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it comes to script writing, people charge a lot of money for script writers, right? AI with ChatGPT, like you were saying, Diamond. I
Mhm.
use ChatGPT all the time. You know what I'm saying? For not specifically for script writing, but for like logos and like actually creating templates, creating guides for my community, everything like that. It literally creates it in seconds.
Yeah.
Make everything professional. If I'm sending emails to brands, instead of paying a copywriter,
Mm.
ChatGPT will copyright it for me,
Wow.
right?
Mhm.
And I send that to the brands and actually securing me thousands of dollars worth of deals. You know, so it's like those people in the back end, the copywriters, the video editors, the logo makers, graphic designers, their jobs getting replaced. People who in their W-2 employees actually doing these jobs, all of your everything is getting replaced. But the people on the back end actually utilizing these services, we get all the pros to it. You know, because we save a lot of money and a lot of
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, because what it is, time is money.
Time
So
is money.
time is money. So as a business owner, you saving time. I mean, you making more money.
Making more money.
Another person, the W-2, yo, you costing money because you taking more time. So you know what I'm trying to say. So time is money on both ends of the board.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, I could tell you from my point of view with the AI, you know, Diamond, it turned my business, just like what Elijah was saying with me with the elite credit system, with my AI system. Yo, I was sitting there with people booking appointments for hours. I would sit there, have to go through their credit reports
Mhm.
with them. But with my system, like in a minute, it went through and found all the errors. Now, I'll give y'all a positive. Even though businesses are using it, from what I'm charging, Diamond can tell you for what I'm doing now with the organization, y'all getting it way cheaper than what I was charging you when it was me. And it
Mhm.
took more time. Like for y'all to do my system now with our coaching on the weekend, it's only $39.99 and $39.95 per month.
Yeah.
No, with me and my time, y'all know I was charging 160 because that was my time that I had to sit there for an hour. And like these gentlemen saying, brands will pay me way more for an 8-minute video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was burnt, but I can now offer y'all a cost cut way cheaper because of the technology doing the heavy lifting. So
Mhm.
that is one part of it. Even though businesses do, it can now offer you a service much cheaper than it would have been. But
Yeah.
the downside is yes, it's like they said, I even saw y'all, it's an AI software for legal to replace lawyers. Like people got student loan debts on their
I
back.
don't know if we there
AI
yet. That one is a little
software
crazy.
for a lawyer, yo. So this is
Yeah, 'cause,
that's
hold on,
the
sir. You know
danger.
they just that chat. One of AI just passed the bar with flying
That's
colors.
what I'm saying.
It
That's
just passed the bar
crazy.
That's
Really?
great.
by itself with
That's
flying
crazy.
colors. So it's like, wow, it's there. It's right there.
It's right
That's
there.
crazy.
And this is why they're telling you use social media. Thank you, Carla. Yes, please hit the like button, you guys. What these gentlemen are telling you, if you know how to use now everything, brands already told me, you guys, and we're just like, we could be like funny and don't tell nobody nothing. Brands already telling you all your big celebs, they're not giving them that money. Y'all haven't noticed all of them jumping on YouTube. Y'all haven't seen all your brand. Why you think certain podcasts, all them people is coming on YouTube and doing podcasts. You're seeing them switch over, and you're like, in music, why are they doing this? Because there ain't no money there.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? The record labels are getting killed because of AI,
Mm-hmm.
because of MP3 download. They're getting cut. Fashion getting cut. And so these shows, they're not getting that traffic no more. It's coming to creators because we have conversations all the time with brands, and they'll tell you, y'all, we convert way more than your favorite celeb.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So this is an opportunity for y'all now, but don't wait till it's too late, you guys. Diamond drop. Somebody want to do the elite credits? Oh, we just dropped it for you, Miss Frazier, and you can definitely join. I'm telling y'all, before it's too late, it's gonna get flooded.
Yeah.
So we don't say nobody ever told you. Okay, and this is what this platform is for. Education and open you up to conversations for us. Elijah and Sharif, y'all will come back and join us so y'all can educate the people if y'all want. Y'all more than welcome. But we are trying to help the Black community because y'all know y'all in Chicago, it's the homeless situation there for Black families is like 80%, and it's all over.
Yeah.
Washington DC 81%. And what I'm telling our people, we got to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
We got to work together somewhere down the road. And if we doing the same old things, the 8 and hit the gate, if y'all can work this hard to build somebody else's family wealth for a pension, you might not live to get, or who knows what's the condition you gonna be in when you get there. You know what I'm saying? We know people that died right after they retired. And so put that, if you got, like Sharif was saying, 8 hours in a job, you can't spend an hour. Y'all out here on social media anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
When you're watching TV, you got your phone in your lap.
But they be on the shade room and all this mindless distraction. They doing this on purpose. Y'all don't know you are the product. Like y'all being advertised to all the time, and we're revealing the back end. You didn't even know it. You really didn't know it. Yeah. So what we're telling y'all, jump in on this stream. Thank you, Rita, for joining me. Thank you, guys. Do y'all want to take questions, Diamond? I'll let you.
I wanted to do 2 questions and then we take questions. And just kind of going off of the chat because you kind of already touched on it. My question is for you and Uncle Mike because I consider y'all retired. Y'all consider yourselves retired?
No,
I consider y'all retired. Y'all don't work a 9 to 5.
I ain't retired.
You don't,
I'm a boss. You know, I work day and night, Diamond. You know,
I consider retirement from the traditional 9 to 5 work, right? And I feel like
I feel you in that, Diamond.
That's what I see. I see retirement as you don't have to go into a 9 to 5, and neither one of y'all have went into a 9 to 5 for a long time. So I've seen some people talking about wanting to retire before they're 50, wanting to retire by the age of 40s. And both of y'all have done so in my eyes. Can y'all give some practical tips of what that looks like to retire early and what y'all have done to do that?
Mike, you want that?
I mean, as retirement, as traditional retirement, as I'm going to sit on the beach and I'm just going to, do the Mai Tais and all that. No, we ain't do that yet. I don't want to do that. But the key thing is I don't want to go to the job. That's my main thing. I don't want to get up that 9 to 5. I don't want to take the boss. I don't want to curse, but that thing, I don't want to do none of that. So, like I said, you just gotta know what you gotta do. When you're on your job, treat your job. No, hold on. You treat your side hustle as your business and treat that job as a side hustle. You know what I mean? So you gotta think about that. I think it's like a mindset switch. You gotta think about that job. It's like, I'm just doing this just to make sure the rain don't hit my head. You know what I mean? Just make sure the roof is over my family. Other than that, I gotta grow something else. That's what you gotta do.
And I think I would say, like Mike said, we're not on the beach sipping Mai Tais, but this is what our thing is. Like Diamond is saying, is financial freedom. Honestly, right now, if we wanted to sit on the beach, I know with me, your kids is in school, mine's ain't. I can't step on. No, I'll be honest. And like Sharif and them are saying, Sharif and Elijah, the Melanin King. We all, what you dipped out for a whole month, right? And your money kept going, Sharif, out of the country. I was
going for a month in Africa.
And Africa, because what we're doing, we can do it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. We have freedom. And so for me, what we do, for me, it can be like mine, because you're looking at the next thing, but it's fun to me. I mean, it's really, Diamond, I can get stressed at times, not at times because it's like, I don't want to miss this opportunity. Me and you discussed, y'all, we chilled in the pandemic. We didn't really, but we could have went harder than what we could have. And that's why I go so hard, y'all. Yo, this, this might be your only time and chance. And I'm telling you, some of y'all I'll be honest, is not going to take action. And you're going to wait 2 years from now. And you're going to be like, yo, I wish I would have did it. I really wish I would have did what they said, because Ricardo told me maybe a year ago, he was like, yo, you got to do this TikTok. And I was like, man, I ain't got time for that. Boy, I regret I ain't doing TikTok when he told me. And so that's what I'm telling y'all. You got to take, and like this social media thing is a wild, wild west right now. This is
what I told you, Sherry,
California gold rush.
I said, I told you.
Yeah, this is
it's a
honestly
great gold rush.
Oh, thank you for the super chat on Knoxville Predator. Thank you so much. And we're gonna answer your question, but thank you for the super chat. But that's what I'm just telling y'all. This is the gold rush. Don't miss it. Like the Melanin King telling you, yo, I ain't gonna lie, his tips he gave me made my joint go all crazy. And another thing y'all I gotta share with them to tell you what you told me to tip. The key about that short form content, once you find something work, it's a cheat code. You just do it again. You just change it up. Yo, I did the same that talked about the same subject again, and it's gonna take off. So you just doing it a different way. That short form content is the cheat code. So listen to what they saying. Diamond, I'm gonna let you
Well, segueing in, because he talked about the credit, because I know the second portion of tonight's topic is talking about leveraging credit, which I want y'all to all kind of chime in on. How do you leverage your credit? Well, first, the overall question I'm gonna ask is how leveraging your credit can help you make an additional income, can help you make that passive income. But to stick a pin in that, because we have a super chat, if you guys want to answer this question, I'm 25, my credit is a 484. I just got serious about working on it. I make $52,000 a year. What is the best way for me to get my score up and buy a house?
Okay, and I just submitted disputes. You're in debt. Okay, in debt. Okay, from me, I just need some details. If I was that low, I would add a trade line on immediately. So either authorized user account. There's also things that you need to add on. You can do rent reporting accounts. That would help backdate your credit, like Credit Karma. Rental Karma. Some of those you can add on real quick. Boom. Rent reporter report to all three, depending on how you've been paying. So that would be one thing. Authorized users, I would get one if you got somebody to piggyback off. And then I would suggest something like Meet Ava is a good one, $2,500 trade line. But I would stop there at that point. So I just gave you some. Do those, stop there, see where your credit score is, and work. Make sure nothing is dinging you. So you can have a collection and it's reporting late every month. Anything reporting late every month or open accounts, you got to stop that, because your credit score won't go up. You got to stop a negative hitting you every month, because until that stop, it's going to take 90 days for your score to go up. But if y'all know my rule of thumb, if you're under a 700 credit score, add that unsecured line of credit. Every unsecured line of credit will give you 50 points. So that would be my strategy. Anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, also you gotta just add that fact, 16,000 in debt total. What type of debt is it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, all debt ain't the same debt. You know what I'm saying? And are you late? How many late payments you done had? All that you gotta factor in everything. It's just not just that, I'm a 16,000 in debt. I got 484 credit score. Something is, like I said, it's off. That your credit score shouldn't be that low. Something's way off.
Okay, if you have a 484, that's telling me it's either that most of the stuff reported on your credit is negative, or you have some positive lines of credit. Your credit cards are just maxed out. Like that's what I see, because I look at a lot of credit. I used to look at a lot of credit reports last year, but that's typically somebody with that type of credit score. That's either one or two. Either everything is negative or your cards are maxed out. So if that's 16K debt total, if some of those are credit cards, you want your credit cards to be like the usage on them to report to your credit like 2 to 10%, around there somewhere. I know people say like keep it under 30%, but you really want it to maximize that category. You want it to be 2 to 10%. So I don't know what type of debt that is, but if it's credit card debt, 2 to 10%, then your score go up just by you know, paying down your credit cards. And then the thing that I'm probably seeing is mess you up the most is the negative items on your credit, because you say you just submitted disputes. So since you just submitted those disputes, you know, you got to wait the 30 days, see what comes back. But ultimately, you need credit repair and credit building. So building is like, you know, adding accounts, trade lines, the AVA that you're talking about, and everything like that. But that's usually what I see. But
with that score, probably too, he don't have any credit cards at all. It seemed like he got in debt. This utilization cut. I seen people maxed out. It ain't that low. It looked like he ain't got no open lines of credit
that's what I was
at
saying.
all.
Like, it shouldn't be that
he probably, the credit cards he had, he probably didn't pay, and now it closed out. And so you need some, because this low, like, even if you got maxed out credit cards, if they were still open, he probably be in the fives. You probably ain't got no lines of credit.
I ain't got no open positive. You can't have any positive open accounts with a 484. So you got to start building out positive accounts, which it's accounts that you can add to your credit that won't give you an inquiry. Because right now, you don't want to be using accounts that's going to give you an inquiry, because you don't want nobody pulling your credit to see that you got a 484. So you can get different accounts, Credit Strong, Self, Kickoff, AVA, you know, different credit builder accounts to start building while you're going through the repair phase.
And you want unsecured lines of credit in your case, because you're missing that 30%. So people don't understand payment history. They look at that. That's 35%, but debt to available credit on your revolving accounts, that's another. Well, that's 35% payment history and 30%. And that's 65%, the major chunk of your credit score. So I tell people, if you're under that 700 credit score, focus on that. Avoid hard inquiries. And that's where you got to look down, you know, really do that. But let me tell y'all again, because people, if you're over a 700 credit score, do not be adding on credit lines. Age of credit becomes very important, because people will take that, I added on and my score went down. I said under. This is why I say under a 700 credit score. You have to do a different plan when you're above. But if you below, add on those unsecured lines of credit. But Elijah tell you, nothing can be dinging you, because the bureaus are doing that now. Like with a charge off, they'll report it late every month. Every month it'll be C. So if that's the case, you do got to remove that or stop that from dinging you.
Yep.
So if you guys want to go over some strategies to help people start building their credit and utilizing, leveraging their credit for their betterment, you know.
Well, we're gonna hit that, but we're over this hour. I don't want to take y'all. If y'all, I don't know what y'all schedule, you know, what y'all time in. But if y'all gotta leave the church, you could just put up your finger and God, you know, y'all can just exit out. Because I do appreciate.
Yeah, I gotta leave and start heading back. So I mean, I could touch on like one more thing.
Go right ahead, and we'll land this plane, and we'll let Elijah on what they can do to build their credit, and then we'll definitely land this plane. So you can do you have any suggestions, Real Melanin King, on building your credit and how you can leverage credit to make money?
Yeah, so when it comes to that, I'll say it's actually really simple, man. Like, a lot of people think credit is like way difficult than it really needs to be. People just don't really have the credit education, right? Which you literally can just follow one of our accounts, you know, Sherry here, you talk all about credit, whatever the case may be. Like, you need to just understand the fundamentals of credit. We all have videos on credit, talk about credit all day, but it's as basic as make sure your utilization with your credit cards is not maxing them out. That is the four most important things, right? And make sure you have your credit cards on automatic payments. You don't want to miss any payments, especially in the beginning phases, because think about this: you have no credit history. You start getting your first credit cards. You got one credit card. You're literally like a couple months in, you get your first late payment. That is going to be detrimental to your credit score, right? So you want to have at least a minimum payment set for automatics, right? So if you have, as long as you're making at least a minimum payment, you good, right? You in clear standing, keeping about 2 to 10%, like Elijah said, right? The reason why you want to keep it zero is because you want to make sure that you're reporting something back to this bureau. So on the actual statement, the due date, you paid off in full, and I recommend just me before the date actually pull it, the statement date, you add something off, right? On the close day, you add maybe like one, like you go to the gas station, you put something on it just so it can report something back, right? The reason why you pay it off in full on the due date is because you don't want to pay any interest on it, right? But the day they actually pull it and report it to the bureaus, you want to make sure you put at least a $10, $20, $50 charge on it just to kind of report something back to show that you're actually utilizing it, right? Because if you're not really doing that, it's going to show them that you're not utilizing the car, whatever the case may be. And then every few months, about, depending on the credit card company, about 3 to 6 months, you can ask for a credit limit increase. I always recommend you actually get some type of relationship with Amex because they gave some of the actual best credit limit increases, right? They actually have the 3X rule, which every 6 months you can get a 3X boost on your credit limit, right? So literally you start off with 2K, they're gonna boost it to 6K, right? And then you can get a 3X every 6 months. So Amex is super powerful, and then you can get access to their gold card for traveling and actually maximize your reward points and everything like that. So it's as basic as it gets. Like, you really don't need to make this complicated, right? Pay it on time, set on automatic payments, don't make any late payments, whatever the case may be, and then boost your credit score, your credit limit every 3 to 6 months. And then get multiple lines of credit as well too. Want to mention that as well too. Multiple lines of credit.
Elijah, we'll let you go and head off because I know you gentlemen gotta go.
Well, I can leave. I don't know. Elijah could stay though. It's just me.
Yeah, I can stay.
Yeah, he can stay.
Okay. Well, all right. Well, we thank you for having you on. We really
No problem.
appreciate
Thank you very
it.
much. I really
All right,
appreciate
and
the
y'all
opportunity.
pick up and their mastermind. Make sure, and a couple of people said they'll be seeing y'all there, and they already signed up.
Oh yeah, glad. I appreciate you for having me on. I'm gonna see y'all next time. We'll talk.
All right, and enjoy your night. Thank you for joining us.
All right, you as well.
All right.
Go ahead, Elijah. What's your thing of leveraging credit to make money?
Leveraging credit to make money. So that's actually how I made my first 6 figures. I made it with $0 out of my own pocket. I leveraged my credit. So my credit has always been good. So even though I didn't know about credit when I was like 18, I watched this video about somebody said get a secure credit card. I'm like, okay, let me just get one. I was like 18. I thank God I got that card because it allowed me to fast track the 6 figures today, right? Because my credit profile was more so structured because I had that card for some years type thing. But to make money, you have to. It's first is a mindset thing because especially in the Black community, we've been told that credit is bad. Don't use credit. Stay away from it. We don't want to, we don't want to use it. Yada, yada, yada. But it's all a mindset thing because you can actually leverage it to make money, especially when you're investing in your business, right? So how I did it specifically was that my credit profile was good, structured properly, right? And then I used Amex. I actually with Amex, it's a little hack. I got like 5 American Express cards at the same time, at the same time. So I used the business card, right? The business gold card, and then that's where I hired an ads team with that card. It got me more attention, eyeballs on my business, and then I would hop on the phone with them and close them over the phone to become a client. That's what I did. So that card that was never none of my own money ended up making me profit, and then you just pay back the card. So to make money off of credit, you have to invest it in something, right? With the business, we hear a lot about Airbnb, we hear a lot about, just different businesses, right? But chances are you're going to invest the credit in like either inventory, maybe you got an e-commerce, marketing, software, employees, just business expenses, but you have to leverage it to actually invest it into one of those things within your situation. But that's how you make money off of the credit.
And I would like to even piggyback on what you're saying. This is what me and Mike are talking about, how he now invested in now dealerships from Turo, going there with his slow flip concept. And like Elijah is saying, it's a change in mindset. When you get business credit, it is not to buy other non assets that's going to produce of things of value. So when you guys, we got the business webinar coming up this weekend. When y'all get this credit, please have a plan. That's what Elijah said. He had an idea for that business credit.
Right.
So the last thing, like he said, in that mindset, you want to be able to go. Don't be getting all these lines of credit. And me and Mike know people that we have seen went on vacations and
Yeah.
stuff. That is not the point of that. You need that thing. So what we're saying, you can get the capital to start your businesses without no money. And it's good to get on that business side of credit, y'all, because too much personal credit brings your profile down. So there's ways you want to build, and you don't want to keep getting a bunch of lines on your personal side because you look risky. So we want you to slide on that business side, have either an at-home business. You can start now your home office, rent can be paid, and things like that to leverage it. But you need to start making money with that. This is why we're bringing you the Melanin King, Elijah. So he just told you, if you get them business lines of credit, start the social media, start advertising. That was his play. What are y'all play? Is it the Turo business? What is your play? But the last thing you want to do is get this business lines of credit and then go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? And go partying, because that in our community, like you said, is our problem. They're afraid of credit because nobody told them how to leverage it to make money. Most of us don't understand cash ain't nothing but credit now. Your cash, that people like, I only work in cash. You working with all credit because it's backed by nothing. That is the gotcha moment. And this is how the government keep you pressed down. They don't tell you they print it. You can't outwork this inflation because they're printing it faster than you can make it. So if we was discussing Diamond, and what y'all don't understand, if it take you 10 years, me and Mike was talking about this, 10 years to make and save 50,000 in the bank. When that pandemic happened and they pressed that printer press, they cut down the value of that 50,000 that it took you 10 years to save down to 25, like that. The difference in leveraging your good credit, like Elijah said, how I did in the last 3 or 4 days, in 4 days got 100 grand worth of credit and didn't have to work 1 day for it. That's the power of business credit. That's the power of credit. What you out here hustling, and for them to rob you of, you can go out there and get it by leveraging your good name. And like Elijah telling you, if you use it right, they'll grow it. The more you use that, unlike your money ain't going to grow sitting in that bank because they ain't giving you no interest like that.
Right.
But you start using them credit lines, they'll bump that thing up, bump it up. And I got over $100,000 in just applications. That's it. So this is the game that we're telling you. Like he said, our community, since we've been working jobs, like our parents told you, go get a good job, or anybody you knew successful, a lot of time in the Black community had a job. We don't know businesses. And like I told Diamond, even with her growing up in a middle-class community, we knew Caucasian people who parents actually had a business that got them there. Most of us African Americans got there because of a job. And so it's very hard to get y'all to understand you leverage debt. I leveraged my name at 21 and got a multifamily property. And like I said, I made money when I bought it, but most of y'all going out want to get a single family home. I knew that was wrong. See, that's the thing. Y'all want to go and get them big $400,000 homes instead of starting with that multifamily and live in it. And now, when I went and bought the next home, that's income. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mindset change. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have that in your household, you don't understand that. But get on this business credit, y'all. Get your number one. Get your personal. If your personal credit isn't together, you are better to get your personal credit together. And there's ways you can, like they said, collaborate, but get your personal credit together. I'll land that there.
Yeah, you gotta structure it. Like, you basically gotta look at it like your personal credit is the foundation. You want to structure it for the business side. So let's say if you on your phone looking at hotels or looking at Airbnbs, right? They all have something in common. Right? When you're going through it, they all are clean. They look like their structure. You're not on Airbnb. You see a bed that's not made up. Why?
Yeah.
Because you're not going to book it if it doesn't look nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing on the business side, right? You need to structure your personal credit so that it looks nice and clean. So on the business side, they can, when you PG, person guarantee, then they're gonna look at your personal. It's gonna be structured properly. Then they're gonna give you the business funding, which most of the time doesn't even report on the personal. So it's like you just need to structure it. That's it. You need to structure it, making sure the data points is correct and on point. And then that's how you're gonna leverage it. And at that point, you can really stop messing with the personal. You really could.
That's what we're talking about.
On the business side type thing.
And the difference between the business and personal, they want you to use the business. The business side, they want the personal side, they don't want you to use it as much. That business side, they happy to see you use it a lot. So now all of a sudden, that's actually going to get you more business credit on top of that.
Yep. And then it's okay to carry, not crazy outrageous to max out, but you can carry balances on that side. And long as you making payments, it looks good. It look like you actually spending. On that personal side. This is how y'all credit scores keep doing this up and down. And if you don't have that cash flow, which in high inflation you don't, this is why we having these conversations. Join their mastermind so you can get the cash flow. I'm just saying, opening your minds up to something. So do anybody will close out? I know we have been over here over an hour, and we just appreciate your time, Elijah. We thank you so much for coming out. Diamond, do you have anything to add?
I just wanted to close out, let everybody know that we will not be here next week because we have the business credit webinar. And for anybody that is watching right now, we do have a special coupon code for your ticket. And the coupon code is webinar 2024. So I'm going to leave the link to get your tickets tonight. And this coupon code webinar 2024 is going to expire soon. I think probably by tomorrow. So you guys want to get your tickets tonight or by tomorrow sometime. So we do hope to see you guys all there. And we want to thank our guest Elijah, thank Mike T, and thank Sharif, the Melanin King, for coming on tonight. And so we won't be here next week, but we hope to see you guys through the webinar, and we'll be back the week after.
Mike, you have anything in closing to your people?
I mean, the only thing I want to tell everybody is the fact that anything you want is on the other side of consistency. So just be consistent, and just try, because like I said, anything you want, just be consistent about it. It's there for you.
And Elijah, you have the last word.
I would tell people it's really important to know the difference between a producer and a consumer. That's what I would tell people. The people that are making the money are producers. That's just what it is. They're producing the content that you're consuming. So that's pretty much it. So figure out a way to be a producer and not a consumer, and then you'll see your bank account change.
Yes, I love that.
I love that. Thank you, everyone. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll be remiss if we don't say we're totally grateful to you guys. So we want you to have a blessed and wonderful night and have a safe weekend.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, y'all.